Ambassador Sarah Mitchell stood in the Grand Assembly of the Galactic Concordat, her hands steady despite the images burning in her mind. 43 children. The youngest had been 4 years old. The hegemony expresses regret for the collateral damage at the New Eden colony, droned Subcommander Vexera, his insectoid features showing no emotion. The human settlement was harboring terrorist elements. Standard pacification protocols were followed. Mitchell's jaw tightened. The terrorist elements had been colonists who refused to hand over their mineral rights to the hegemony. The standard protocols had included orbital bombardment of a school. Ambassador Mitchell, the Concordat chairman, intoned, "Earth may file for reparations through proper channels." No. The single word cut through the chamber like a blade. Mitchell stepped forward, her diplomatic composure evaporating. 43 children murdered. I have their names. Their faces. Their parents' screams. She touched her tablet and holographic images filled the chamber. Emma Chen, age 6, wanted to be a xenobiologist. Marcus Thompson, age 8, loved to paint. Should I continue? The assembly shifted uncomfortably. Several species averted their optical organs. This is emotional manipulation, Vexera chittered. Typical human, Shut up. Mitchell's voice dropped to Arctic temperatures. For 50 years, humanity has endured your collateral damage. Your pacification protocols. We've filed complaints. We've sought justice through your channels. We've been model citizens of this Concordat. She pulled off her diplomatic sash, letting it fall to the floor. That ends today. By the authority vested in me by the United Earth Government, I hereby withdraw humanity from the Galactic Concordat. Furthermore, she paused, meeting every gaze in the chamber. I declare total war against the hegemony empire. Gasps echoed through the chamber. The Zafrani ambassador's feathers turned white with shock. Ambassador, surely you cannot, your species barely has faster-than-light travel. The hegemony commands 10,000 worlds. Mitchell smiled. It wasn't a pleasant expression. Let me tell you about humanity, since you've clearly never bothered to truly understand us. We spent our entire evolution fighting. Not just predators or nature, but each other. We perfected war before we invented writing. We split atoms before we cured cancer. And when we finally united, it wasn't from weakness, it was because we realized we're far more terrifying together. She activated her communicator. Admiral Chen, execute contingency Omega. Across human space, things began to move. Ships thought to be cargo haulers shed their disguises, revealing warships built in secret. Colonial mining operations retooled overnight into weapons factories. Every human, from Earth to the furthest colony, mobilized. You want to know our response to murdered children? Mitchell continued. We don't have your energy shields, but we have creativity. We don't have your numbers, but we have rage. And we don't have your technology, but we have something you've never understood, the ability to turn anything into a weapon. Within days, hegemony worlds began reporting strange incidents. Computer viruses that learned and evolved. Biological weapons that targeted specific genetic markers. Kinetic strikes from asteroids redirected with surgical precision. Humans didn't fight conventionally, they fought like cornered predators with nuclear weapons. The hegemony's response was swift and brutal, but humanity had learned. They used guerrilla tactics on a galactic scale. They turned the hegemony's own size against them, striking supply lines, corrupting communications, recruiting dissidents from conquered worlds. Humanity broadcasts on all frequencies came the message from Earth in every known language. To those who stood by while our children died, remember this. To those who suffer under hegemony rule, join us. To the hegemony itself, you wanted to see what humans do when pushed too far. Now you know. 3 years later, Subcommander Vexera knelt in chains before the Terran War Council, the last of his empire's leadership. The hegemony's 10,000 worlds had fallen not to superior firepower, but to the focused fury of a species that turned grief into determination. Mitchell stood before him, older now harder. 43 children. Their names are engraved on every human warship. We didn't fight for conquest or glory. We fought so no child, human or otherwise, would again be called collateral damage. The galaxy had learned humans were peaceful by choice, not nature. And when that choice was taken from them, they became the nightmare empires feared.